Hello students, today we are going to see which is the third and fourth topic which we are going to learn in this semester. In my last presentation we talked about first two topics which we will be learning. In that we saw the introductory part of syllabus where we are going to learn the concept of modern management, the challenges faced in modern management, and the various contribution made by various well-known management thinker, including an Indian management thinker, that is C.K. Prahlad. So we are going to see various innovative, various modern concepts like management by objectives, that is MBO, core competencies. Then we are going to learn five forces model and four generic strategies of Michael Porter. So that will be covered in the first two topic. Today I'm going to discuss about the third and the fourth topic which we'll be learning in this semester. So in the third topic is about corporate governance and corporate social responsibility, that is CSR. So the first part of this topic we are going to deal with corporate governance, the concept, definition, features. After going through the concept, we'll be learning what is the role of board of directors in corporate governance. Students, as you know, board of directors means BODs. These are the representatives appointed by shareholders, because shareholders are dispersed and therefore it is not possible physically to look after the day-to-day business, and therefore the shareholders appoint this board of directors to look after the day-to-day business, take the important decisions regarding the business, safeguard the right of the shareholders and also other stakeholders. So in that respect, what is the role of board of directors, how they should behave ethically and morally whenever they are taking the decisions regarding business, because actually they are not the owners, they are the representatives of owners, and being a representative means they are supposed to play a role as a trustee. So just like they have to take care of the corporation, the organization, and they are accountable to whatever decisions and actions and policies, strategies, whatever they have decided and why they are implemented. So they are answerable to the shareholders. So in if you want to implement corporate governance, or if you want your organization to have a good corporate governance, to have a good image in the eyes of society, then naturally how responsibly, or what kind of responsibility should be shouldered by BODs, how they should behave ethically and morally and carry out the business lawfully. So this is the important part of this topic where the role of board of directors plays a very important role. They play indeed a very significant role in having a good corporate governance. And naturally what happens that when you want to tell people, or if you want to create a good image in the market, in the society, in the eyes of stakeholders, what is required is good corporate governance. And to make that efforts to have a good reputation in the market, what kind of role these BODs are supposed to play, that we are going to see. Then the second part is we are going to learn the role of shareholders and auditors in corporate governance. So role of shareholders, of course, as you know, that shareholders are the real owners of business, right? So what kind of responsible role they are supposed to play. Generally it is seen that shareholders are just keen on earning regular dividend on their income, and they expect safety of their investment. But beyond that, if you want a good corporate governance, then what kind of responsible role shareholders have to play, that we are going to see. how actively they should participate in the business decisions and the meetings. They should make use of their rights. They should be aware of their rights, responsibilities, and authorities. So, what kind of role they are supposed to play to have a good, effective corporate governance, that we are going to see in this part. And the second is that role of auditors. So, auditors, as you all know, they are also called as watchdogs, right? So, auditors generally, auditors, the duty of auditor is to give a statement regarding what is their impression about the accounts maintained in the organization. So these are the responsible authorities who give you the statement that this following business entity shows true and fair view of their financial statements. So this statement is very important, signed by the auditor. And if you want your auditor to play a very moral and ethical role in the organization, then what how an auditor should behave whenever he is auditing a firm. Simple tips or simple things are there, but that would either build or that would break the image of any of the organization. So auditor has to be very careful whenever he is auditing. Then next thing we are going to learn is introduction to e-governance, its use and its applications, how you are going to make use of e-governance. Then the in the same topic we are going to deal with the next part, that is CSR, that is corporate social responsibility. Now students, any of the business organization survives only because of the society, right? Unless and until the society supports that organization, the organization can't survive. And after all, whatever the organization takes it takes everything from the society, all the resources. They may be financial resources, human resources, plant and machinery, everything, all types of inputs are taken by the organization from the society. And then what does that organization do? It transforms those resources or input by making use of various managerial functions, from planning, organizing, directing, controlling, communication, coordination, and then that input is transformed into output. So this way you convert input into output, and that output is again thrown into the market, where market is also a part of society. So in market, unless and until your customer demands your product, he purchases your product, you can't increase your sales, you can't increase your profit, you can't earn a single penny unless and until you're getting good demand in the market. So at in all, what we have to say is that the whole and sole existence of any business organization depends upon the society. So the survival of organization depends upon society, and therefore every organization must keep into mind that I am here today, or I am having a good standing in the market only because of society, and therefore I owe something to the society. I have to give back something to the society. This concept of giving back to the society is called as CSR, corporate social responsibility. So this concept we are going to see. Of course, it's a modern concept, but it's not mandatory or compulsory on any organization to shoulder the social responsibility. It depends upon management to management. It depends upon the way of thinking you are having, the kind of culture you are having in your organization, the way you think about the society. That way it depends upon. So it's not mandatory. But nowadays in modern management, this concept is getting mm, more popular, and many of the organizations are accepting it as one of the management practice, because whenever you are doing something for the society, of course it creates good image in the society about the organization, and people start thinking that so and so, suppose XYZ company did something good for the society. It may be anything, it may be anything. There is no any well defined structure as to how to give something back to the society. It may be giving donation to orphanages, it may be building hospitals, giving free health care facilities to poor people. It may be anything. So it depends upon how you are going to help the society. So it depends upon again the thinking of that organization. So that we are going to see what is CSR. At the same time, what are the areas of CSR? Areas here means in which areas an organization has to, what kind of responsible role organization is going to play. For example, its responsibility regarding society, its responsibility regarding government, employees, customers, what kind of different responsibilities an organization has to shoulder, that we are going to learn in this topic. So this was all about third topic, where corporate governance and social responsibility we are going to learn. Now moving towards the fourth topic, this is knowledge management and disaster management. So knowledge management is a new concept, and disaster management is also a modern concept. So in knowledge management, we will be learning what is the objective, what is the process, how to create knowledge, what is the difference between data, information, and knowledge, and what are the parameters on which the knowledge management is being based. That will be learning in the first part. And second part will be dealing with disaster management. Now, disaster management, there are various types of disasters, and two main types are natural disaster and man-made disasters, right? So natural disasters are, they do come very naturally. For example, you're having your floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, isn't it? So these are called as natural disasters where a human doesn't have any control on it. And then you're having man-made disasters like terrorist attack, gas leakage, these are man-made. So man-made disasters mean those disasters which take place because of the mistake, certain kind of mistake made by human being. Okay, then in this we are going to see which are the man-made and natural disasters. What are the challenges before in front of India whenever you are managing these disasters? Generally, I mean, almost every year nowadays, in recent years, we are coming across floods, various kinds of floods, landslides. Generally, during rainy season, we come across such types of disasters. To how to deal with disasters, what kind of management system we must, as a country, we must have, and how to fight against these disasters, because they are uncontrollable, because they are natural. They can come anytime, anywhere, and anything can happen. So you can't predict what is going to happen. The only thing which is in your hand is that you should be prepared to face that disaster. That's the only thing. Therefore, how to prepare for those disasters, that will be learning, and how to prevent those disasters, and how to come out of it, how to settle down the life after disaster, because rehabilitation is very important after any kind of disaster takes place, right? So psychological rehabilitation is there, physical it is there. So you have to think about a human life who has suffered a lot because of this disaster. So this we are going to learn. So with this we end our syllabus, and this four topics we are going to deal. So with this I end with my lecture. Thank you. From the next presentation, from the next lecture, we'll be dealing with the syllabus itself. Thank you.